It's a beautiful town. We're in the town of Cernobbio, on the edge of Lake Como. We're here for the Concorso, the elegance, Ville Esta. And here's where the Concorso takes place. Beautiful Ville Esta. It's a wonderful place for a car event. Just about perfect for anything. And the flag is flying high. The beautiful Ville Esta Hotel. One of the finest hotels in the world. My day has come alive. Look at this. Ferrari. This particular car ran Le Mans in 1965. Let's check the interior of this. Talk about lightweight. Look at this. Let's take a look. A rare look.
What a car.
Spectacular. A work of art. One more shot. Ultra dramatic. Ferrari LM. Fantastic. Now we have obsessed on the Ferrari, and rightfully so. What a nice day. Now, if the Griffon is too small for you, just wait a moment. So hop of the Manzoni. A little bigger, probably just coming down from Bellagio. Fabulous. The way it is all day long here at Lake Como. There he comes. What a great atmosphere. Some of the ferry boats are classics. And others are new classics. You go away and have a nice leisurely Italian lunch, and look what happens. Cars show up. Now this car just participated in the Mille Miglia. Now that Abarth is from Argentina. This Rolls Royce? Who knows? The Abarth symbol with the Cizitalia engine. Abarth acquired these engines from Cizitalia. And then there's some other Ferraris here. Gorgeous Super America. Oh. Unbelievable condition. Unbelievable. Beautiful. Matching luggage, the whole works. I say, how good of an event can have cars like this? It's Thursday morning, we're headed to the hotel. Here's one of the cathedrals in town. Marina design, beautiful condition. Ferrari. Yes, we saw this rear end of this car come in, and we're looking at the rear again. It's a Tatra, air-cooled V8. This car is about as unique as you can get in all respects. Styling. Engine in the rear. Yes, very unique. Here's an arrival. Capone. Delahaye. Once in a while you get a party crasher. Yeah, here's some action. 550 Porsche. The simplicity of it all. This show honors styling and design of all kinds of cars. Race cars, classic cars, sedans, coupes, you name it. And that's what makes the show so great. All right, here's the thrill. Here's the Zagato Ferrari and a 250 GTO coming in. Wow. Heavy duty power here. Just passing by again to catch this 250 LM Ferrari. You know, we just saw the Tatra. Need I say more? This looks like a Vendley to me. Elegantly arriving here at Ville Esta. And you come around the corner and they're photographing a concept car. Looks like an Aston Martin. Pretty elegant car. Yeah, it sounds good too. Very nice. Well, the lifestyle on the lake still continues. Ville Esta. What a great place. Look at this. Henkel. They're going to have a microcar display this year. How you get into this thing? I love it. That is great. Delivered to your door. They're having fun. Let's hear the power. Let's hear the power. Now we're going to go see a Lamborghini. All right, here's a preview. Just look at this. Lamborghini. It started right up. Now this Lamborghini was a special order one for somebody in Florida, then it ended up in Haiti. God, the original Countach body. How grand is this? Oh, I can't believe it. Unbelievable. It's an original condition, and it's just like it came off the showroom floor. It's a Lamborghini, all right. Look at that door. 12 cylinders. Woo. Absolute perfection. What a car. So here it sits in front of the Ville Esta Hotel. Now just for a minute, indulge me, okay? I have indulged. What a day. Very early Friday morning. Day for all the cars to arrive. This one must have arrived last night. Rolls Royce. Well, we have some early action here. Look at this. That's the Rolls Royce from the Peterson Museum. Oh my goodness. Well, you get here early, you get a few surprises. This is a Rolls Royce. Magnificent. It is dramatic sitting here on the trailer, or the truck, but it's even more so when you get it down on the ground. It's unreal. This is incredibly monumental. I mean, what can you say? I think you ought to just put this on the, leave it on the trailer and put it in the show. It's staggeringly beautiful. Take a good look at the length of this car. Well, it's coming back out. I'm going to unload it somewhere else, maybe right here. Good place for it. Oh God, that car is staggering. Put that next to the Tatra we saw yesterday with the big fin on the back. Yeah, Ville Esta. What can you say when you see the best? How do you unload a car? Very, very carefully. Just keeps coming down. Very low. This is remarkable. I think it's going to work. It's got to work. Plan B. I think it's going to work. Took some people standing on the wood in the front. Oh,
I think that's fine.
It looks like it's going to make it. I think it's job complete. What a car. Now when we had the Rolls Royce and its outrageousness, look at this car. Daytona, right? Yes, somewhat. It's the Daytona prototype. A lot of nuances, but a lot of difference between this and the one they finally produced. Here it comes. Unbelievable. Rolls Royce. GT40. That looks like a prototype too. BMW is Rolls Royce now. So I think this is going to make a very, very striking display. And that is it. Now here's a company called Enable, making it possible, and what we have is a prototype coming out. Looks like a Lexus. So now we have another truck showing up with promising material. Slowly, this must be a hybrid. It's so quiet. Yes, Lexus. One very racy grille in the front. I have to say, it quietly leaves. And while we're waiting for the car to come out of that yellow trailer, we'll just see the gathering of boats out here in the lake. Now for a moment back to cars, and this is the Fiat 500 Abarth Zagato. Magnificent little car. The Tatra. Here's this Zagato Abarth. And you go from the Tatra to the Abarth. Look how small this car is. This year there's going to be a microcar exhibit. This is the second one we've seen. Yesterday it was a little blue go-go. It's called an RAF, a German car. Well, we're near Scrutineering now, and that's that little Abarth Zagato. Speaking of Zagato, here is a Zagato Ferrari, a very rare car. And coming up for Scrutineering now is that Zagato Ferrari. That Fiat 500 Zagato, here's the engine. Another microcar. Now here's that other microcar we saw earlier. Rolls Royce. Completely unique way of bringing a car out on a roller. This is a Jaguar prototype. Interrupted by the Tatra, and love it. That is an interesting car. That's one way to move a car, you know? 540 Mercedes. Magnificent car. Things are getting busy now. I'm guessing Aston Martin. It's a British Talbot. Very, very spectacular car. What a magnificent car. A lot of photo ops here. There's that Ferrari Super America.
That's what I
The
shot.
Tatra all opened up.
Does it say that on the paper?
And here is that air-cooled V8 engine.
V8.
And we have a Lamborghini Miraca. Incredible. This just arrived. Looking very Porsche-like. Incredibly rare and incredibly unique. I mean, how many unique cars can you see in one morning? Uniqueness is a very sparse word to use when it comes to these cars. Let's face it, I think it's rear engine. It looks just like a Porsche in the rear, and it's got fins back there. No radiator. It's registered in Austria. That's got to be a prototype. Boy, this thing. I think. Getting it right, it's a Sagita. One of one. That is a prototype. Sagita. We'll find out more about its engine later. Back to cars we know a little bit about. This is a 1954 1500 Porsche. We're adding up the microcars. Here's number 3. It's an Isetta. How's this for variety this morning? Aston Martin, Lamborghini, and Chrysler Barrelback. Looking magnificent here at Ville Esta. Next, from a Chrysler Barrelback to a Lamborghini. GT40, which looks very much like the prototype version, and this Aston Martin. One of 7 of the original GT40 prototypes. Well, here they come, delivering the Bertone Jaguar prototype. I love it. It's great. Our answer has come. It has a Volkswagen engine in it. Now here's a Lancia on a Reiki shingle. But not any Lancia. A very unique one. Farina body. Marvelous. Oh, the action here. Unloading a car, another car leaving. Little ride. Mercedes. Lancia, Farina. Now here's perfection. Mercedes 300 SL going with the Rudge knockoff wheels. The whole works. It's been more than 2 hours since this car was delivered this morning, and those 2 hours have been spent by 2 men polishing it. Now that Rolls Royce deserves another Rolls Royce. Perfection and elegance. That really nice Lancia. So much fun on a sunny day. Alfa Romeo. Can't believe it. This is what the show is all about again. This is absolutely sensational. Vendley Ferrari. Sensational. And every show has to have a chord. Boy, my cup runneth over. Now we have a Bentley gliding into Ville Esta by the little Moretti. A Moretti. Yes, a Moretti. Cute little car. This Alfa Romeo has a French body, Fagoni body on it, which makes it very unique. Oh, so unique. Just can't pass this opportunity up. It's so shiny. The Zagita has arrived. And the Moretti. And having driven in, no trailer, it's this wonderful Rolls Royce. Here's our next little jewel. It's just rolled out. It's an Oscar. Almost a bread van look. We're in Italy, why shouldn't we have Italian cars? Here's a very nice Ferrari arriving. Oscar. BMW. The reality of a Concorso. A lot of work. Preparation. It's worth it. I said it before. Look at the incredible variety of cars here at this event. Only at Ville Esta. Yeah, Ville Esta. Remember the Moretti we saw earlier, the little red and black coupe? Well, here's the engine. That one. Great little car. Waiting in line for scrutineering. Really great car. Great little car. Moretti. How's this? A Porsche Panamera tow car. And look what it's towing. A Maserati. Alemano design body. Maserati. I think that's pretty fancy to have a Porsche Panamera as the vehicle to tow your car in with. It's so much fun being here. Lake Como. At lunch hour here, here's another very, very strange one. Italian car. Foot passes along here, but a Rolls Royce. All right, we're going to have the unloading process here now. And here it comes down. Very, very carefully. Oh, it's designed to, I think the trailer is designed to do that. Yeah, it's designed to do that. Bye! McLaren. Success, success. Well, you got a McLaren, you got a Maserati, and a Rolls Royce. Fantastic. And now a Voisin. Spectacular. Voisin. Here's a classic shot. Rolls Royce. A real classic. Voisin. And the Maserati. Earlier I said this car, look how strange came through. It was an Alfa Romeo. Quite unusual for an Alfa Romeo. When you want an unusual car, you'll have a Voisin.
This one.
God, this car is just off the wall. Lots of details in this car. A sliding sunroof that goes back on these tracks. Gabriel Voisin. And the GTO Ferrari. Now you put this and you put this in one show, you've got something. A Mercedes coming back for lunch. Alfa Romeo. LA. Not a good turning radius. Take your choice. Delahaye, Alfa Romeo, or Accord coming in on our left. Alfa Romeo. Magnificent car. This is a question I have to ask. Can you have too many cars? My answer is no. Look at the clean design. Incredible. Clean all the way around. It's lunch hour. Even the boats are idle. Time for photo ops. We have a Ford concept car. Doesn't sound like a hybrid. You can hear a motor idling. I guess you could call it EVOS. E-V-O-S? How's that for a dramatic door? Dramatic car. Okay. Wow.
Not bad, huh?
Very nice. Another Alamano Maserati. And the microcars, here's another one. A mini station wagon. And look what just popped in, this Ferrari in holiday trim. What great atmosphere. You know, the luggage on top and the hat in the back window brings you back to the 50s, huh? Really, really nice Ferrari. And here's that very old Porsche, looking very holiday oriented as well. The hat and the white wall tires. This is not too bad. D-type Jaguar. He said, the owner here said it's so complicated to get it started that they're going to push it all the way down the road. So we'll just watch them work a little bit. I thought you just turned the key. Beautiful Lancia. And the dog, what's the dog's name? That's great. It's Corrado Presto. Microcars, right? We got another one. Terrific. And you got the Jaguar, right? These temperamental race cars that can't drive in on their own. 917. What a scene. What a scene. By the way it's running, you know now why you didn't want to start it. I don't know why you did it here. Pressure here, it's just like a race meeting, only this is a concourse. There's another car, obviously, for the concourse. Don't know what kind it is. British car of some sort, and here's another British car having a spark plug exchange. Yeah, this is a concourse. Microcar, forever. He's gonna fly into the hotel there. I'm sure. We have another concept car coming out. This is called Concept 1. While we wait for the concept car, let's pick up on this Ferrari Lusso that's coming in. Very nice. Perfect. Look at here. Oh, Maserati's being poured out. Now this is a Farina bodied Maserati. Very interesting. You got the velour upholstery old, and you got that old colored plastic. Fantastic. All right, this concept car is from Croatia, and it's their own concept. In other words, there's no factory behind it. It's electric. This is remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. A really wild car. Concept 1. It's making electrical sounds. As I was saying, this is the new era. Car looks like it can just leap buildings in a single bound. And listen how quiet it is.
Still working hard.
The coloring and the setting is marvelous when you put this car in it. Hey, the Concourse might have a motorcycle or two. This is a Galera, older one. Very interesting, water cooled. Next in scrutineering is this Lancia Farina bodied. Very, very clean design. Maserati. It's late in the afternoon and the Ferraris are still coming. Short wheelbase 250. Now this Porsche must be in the show.
Hey you!
Hey you! Hey you!
How are you?
Great. Let me. Yes, there is a motorcycle show. I forgot. It's at Ville Esta, and that Galera and this Moto Guzzi are part of it. What a fantastic engine. Look at that. All right, we're going to go on a little boat ride on Lake Como. They're picking one out for us. And here it is. The ship has come in. Would you mind repeating that on this video, please? Oh, okay. From you, I will do that.
That's okay.
This is a way to top off an afternoon. We're going to make a little sweep right past the hotel now. There's 1,000 horsepower here now. Whoops. Okay, there's where we saw the cars coming in. Here's that house. We're coming up to the hotel now. There's the Ville Esta Hotel. Here's where we left the swimming pool and the annex. Fabulous. Now we're going to go up the shore a little bit. if we can ride with the waves here. And we're tilting here, taking a big swing. Lake Como. Look, no hands! Oh, that's great! The boat lifestyle. Coming into the hotel now. It's like an airplane. You look like you're water skiing. There's an old Woody going into the hotel. Oh, this is fantastic. We cruise into the hotel here now. Villa Urbe, way down there. Well, after that hair-raising ride, a little champagne, I'm ready. Thank you very much.
2 seconds without the wife.
One heck of a great ride. So that's Ville Esta. Here's the swimming pool that floats, incidentally, and there's the hotel. Bright and early Saturday morning. This is the big day, the Concorso de Elegance of Ville Esta. First cars to arrive, that's a Daytona prototype. And this, Maserati. Backing in. Number 3, Vignale Ferrari. Fantastic car. One powerful sounding engine in this car. Kind of nice looking on the grass this morning. The Jaguar arrives silently. A little more assistance, he'll get it in position. I think he's determined to get that car running right today. Another Ferrari. Zagato BMW prototype. This is Zagato's big effort this year for BMW. Even the grille's got a Zagato design. Very nice. Just a slight double bubble design. Ferrari Super America. This is the Ford GT, one of 7. Concorso de Elegance. Really low car. And the Cord has arrived. .550 Porsche. Yes, they do have reverse gear. And we have a BMW coming in. BMW. To show you how authentic they make these cars. The display shows the Vignale and what choices you had as far as interior colors and things of that sort. Absolutely authentic. One step further on the Vignale Ferrari, here's the engine. God, immaculate. Porsches arrived. Incredible car. It's a supercharger. That car is a real winner. Rolls Royce. BMW. Wow. Turbo. Man, that thing's alive. Look at the color. This is for the BMW display here on the terrace of the annex. Quite a car. Sounds so good too. Sagita. Sagita. It has a Volkswagen engine in it. Here's the Chrysler Barrelback. How you doing? Now the personality in this car is definitely in the rear. We're going to have a series of elegant Ferraris here. Vignale in the back and Zagato right here. Zagato. Mira. From the Mira to the Countach. And in marked contrast is Mercedes-Benz. God, this is a gorgeous car. Absolutely gorgeous. Mercedes arrived and now a Rolls Royce. Packard. Adding to the hugely contrasting cars is a Packard V12. And speaking of V12s, nice short wheelbase Ferrari, 250. A gull wing with the Rudge knockoff wheels. Aston Martin. Now appropriately, the Aston Martin is going to get parked right next to the D-Type Jaguar. I gotta say, at least the Aston Martin works. It runs. Rolls Royce. I need wide angle for that car. This car is enormous. Bentley. Wow, what a color scheme. And the Voisin. What a car. Interesting grouping right there. He got it running. He's a happy man. And everybody in the hotel's awake. Some cars are just hard to distinguish. This is an Alfa Romeo. I mean, that Alfa is not a traditional Alfa Romeo grille. That's for sure. Lusso Ferrari. And we have that Maserati Alemano. And the Maserati Farina. BMW 507. I don't believe I've ever seen a Voisin engine. And the hood is open here, and look at it. This is an Aston Martin. English Talbot. The Tatra has arrived. Remember, air-cooled V8 engine. You might say some automobile oddities. Here's the smallest car here. Abarth Fiat. Fiat 500. Fabulous little car. Automobile jewelry. And the Ferraris just keep pouring in. Looking very sporting with the luggage on the roof. Delahaye. Spectacular. Really quite a car. We're ready. We're ready. Great car. The lawn is filled with Ferraris. The array is growing. So is this one. This 250 LM, hard to beat. Hard to beat. Park it right next to the Ford GT40. This is classic. Alfa Romeo. Incredibly agile looking car. Some folks come just beautifully dressed. Right under the big tree is the Abarth. I drove in the Millimilli this year. Great cars. Wherever you look, great cars. Well, the competition car selection has been filled out now. 250 GTO. You look lovely. Thank you. Oscar. Oscar Coupe. Missed the great sound. This one just drove into a 917 Porsche. Well, we'll miss the sound of the car running, but they're going to push it into position here. Not to be forgotten are the prototypes. And I presume this is a plan this year, but they're all red. Giugiaro.
Sì, è proprio bravo, non sono io a fare le foto, esatto.
Really, really spectacular. Yes, all red. This is a Lexus. Back to the Giugiaro again, just for a moment. Here's the Ford Evo. And this is that Croatian group, Concept 1, all electric. Back to the Lexus again. The new Aston Martin with the all carbon fiber body. Aston Martin. Lexus. Giugiaro. And Ford.
Look at the Ford here.
So the whole thing is designed in red. Now this is a BMW i8 hybrid. This is just over the top. Incredible. Where do you start and where do you stop? It's just filled with neat design nuances.
Vamos gleich hoch.
Back to red for a moment. Here's a BMW in red. Zagato. Here's Rinspeed's interpretation of the smart car. And the interpretation is high fidelity, big sound. I don't think they're going to have the speakers on this morning. Not necessarily in red, but here's a Bertone Jaguar concept. The grill looks like it's drooling here. Back to red again is Alfa Romeo. Waiting for a big sound or something to come out of the Rinspeed, but I don't think it's going to happen. Automobile poetry in red. Cool sounds. Something just revealed on the Chrysler barrelback is a Chrysler within a Chrysler. This corner here always seems to have the Pyramid race cars. No better location for a great car show. Ville Esta. We have these race cars here, and here's a little bit of humor. Judging is taking place on this bar. Some people dress for the occasion. What's up? Alfa Romeo. Oh, and the celebrations are just beginning. Particularly the weather. The boats are ready. They're doing a little ballet out here this morning. Here's Zagato's chief designer. Their car. And this is the director of BMW styling. Out here on the lawn this morning is the Ville Esta Alfa Romeo welcoming the people. The Farina car is finally revealed, and the reason why the tents are here is there was some threat of rain, but it doesn't look like it today. It's called a Cambiano. Interesting. Interesting combination of wood floors and lots of leather. Just everything going on. Cambiano. Now the Bertone Jaguar has a set of those doors that also open. This Jaguar is definitely retro. It has a Jaguar feel. Bertone. The lost door. Bertone Jaguar. Very, very unique look. A little more compact is this Alfa Romeo. And this one you take something like a door, and look how complicated this Alfa Romeo door is. Gotta come back to the BMW. It is outrageous. Outrageous in the greatest way. And these speed nuances off the roof just come like wings. As you can see, there's a space between it and the rest of the body. Now look at the door in this thing. Oh, one solid piece of glass. Fantastic.
Which kind of engine do you have? Electric or?
In the concept car,
Yeah.
I have an electric.
Electric.
In the real one, I know that
Everything on this car is just
dynamics
outstanding.
for the i8. At the moment, it's just
But what a thrill. And just for a moment, let's go back to the classics on the lake. That's the Milano. These people are dressed for the occasion. Absolutely great. Thank you so much. The sun is out in its glory. Here's the classicism. And the various classes are printed out here for explanation. Cars involved in Le Mans.
Hello?
That's the category. And the color on this car is unusual. Some cars are always in style. Oh, the music, the ambience. Open the hood of a car and they will come. Yes, hordes of them. The British Le Mans contingent here. Started it. Nick Mason on the left and Lord March in the middle. Some wonderful color. And of course the Rolls Royce is now on display here at the Concorso. This Ferrari exhibit is a little open right now, so. And the judges confer again. Certain dogs like it. Time for a little lunch and a little wine. Concurso. Marvelous. Thank you so much. And the trophies. Very unique.
And last night.
Good afternoon once again, and a very warm welcome to the 2012 Concorso di Elegance here at Ville Esta. Thank you very much. Before we start the parade of historic cars this afternoon, and I have to say, I think you'll find that this year's vintage is a particularly good one. I would like to introduce to you the team of experts, illustrious experts from around the world, who have the demanding job of judging these beauties, scrutinizing them in detail. I've witnessed some of their deliberations today, and I can tell you, I know this is often said at competitions of any type, but truly it's not an easy task to choose the winners from these 51 cars that are assembled here today. And I remind you that the whole philosophy of Ville Esta, this is not a car polishing competition. As Lorenzo Ramagiotti told the entrants yesterday, this is, of course, a subjective competition. It's a competition which is judged from the heart. In some ways, the car that the judges would most like to take home, the cars that talk to them individually the most. And I'm going to take advantage today to ask some of the judges to tell us, to share with us their feelings about these cars, but I think nobody is better qualified than they to share some of the insights into the cars that we're going to look at today together. Now, President of the jury, of course, an illustrious career also at Pininfarina over many, many years.
Lorenzo.
We also have this year for the first time an honorary judge, Martin Roth, director of the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, celebrated institution. We thought it would be interesting to have a fresh perspective on car design from somebody, Patrick Lequemont, many years head of Renault's design, today also a freelance designer. Charles March, the creator of the Goodwood Festival of Speed and the Goodwood Revival meetings, of course the current custodian of the Goodwood estate, and new for this year, Nick Mason. Many will know you because of his day job as drummer of Pink Floyd, but he's here today with us in his capacity as a great connoisseur of beautiful cars and a modern and historic racing driver. Ian Cameron, head of design at Rolls Royce Motor Cars, another new entry for this year, but another name that many of you will be familiar with. Many of the beautiful cars that he's designed, you'll have seen driving around the local roads this weekend. Also new for 2012, an old friend of mine, a good friend, Stefano Pazzini, Italian of course, a great expert on Lamborghini, Porsche as well, a novelist and a respected motoring journalist. Hideo Kodama has joined us all the way from Japan, a noted graphic artist and also a freelance designer. He's been on our jury now for a number of years. And last, but by no means least, the only man in the jury who can get away with sporting a ponytail, Winston Goodfellow from California, refers to everybody as Dude, and we'll hear some more from Winston afterwards. Winston is a great freelance journalist, another great expert and author, particularly on Italian automotive matters, and the secretary of the jury, keeping it all together, Carlo Otto Brambilla. Gentlemen, Carlo, good afternoon and welcome. And a warm round of applause for the 1925 Phantom 1 Rolls Royce Round Door Coupe. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. In Los Angeles, California. Now let me grab a quick word with the driver, if I may.
It's a mammoth car.
More traditional, equally handsome gentleman, Carl Baumer, the head of BMW Classic, accompanied by Danilo Zucchetti, the general manager of Ville Esta, a German organization that even extends to the weather.
Champagne's being
and
poured.
now the first of the cars for the 2012 Ville Esta Concorso di Eleganza, which is opened by a 1922 Rolls Royce Silver Ghost.
Whoa! Whoa! Wait.
It's either poor brakes or over-enthusiasm, but as this is a Rolls Royce, it could not possibly be poor brakes. 1922 Rolls Royce. From an outside coach builder, you would have it styled to your own specification, but Rolls Royce was quite unusual in that if you wanted, it could also sell you the coachwork as well, and a variety of styles were offered. This particular one is alternatively known as the Piccadilly Roadster, or equally politically incorrect by today's standards, perhaps the Playboy Roadster.
Most elegant Rolls Royce. Interesting trophy. Very interesting.
Awesome car and a team with appropriate period dress. Thank you very much indeed.
There they go.
Here today, René has brought to show us, this is what's referred to these days as a Phantom 1. But in the 20s and 30s, you didn't just go and buy a complete car from a manufacturer. You would choose the chassis from Rolls-Royce. And this particular car was bodied by a Franco-Belgian coach builder called Manessius, who only ever bodied 3 Rolls-Royces in total. Note the car has no bumpers. Supposedly, Sir Henry Royce said that only people who couldn't park.
And the way it goes. Gorgeous car. V12 Packard all the way from Spain.
15ª serie del 1935, una vettura
Packard
molto di lusso in America. With the
first V12 Rolls Royce put in production.
Known again for its silence and its power, this particular car is the only Rolls Royce that was ever bodied by a German, a Berlin coach builder to be more specific, called Formula 1. Supercharged model with the outside exhaust That's great. Thank you very much.
Mercedes 540K Roadster.
Zimmerman in the passenger seat.
As I say, one of the highlights of
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
the show.
Now this car really was the state of the art in 1939. In fact,
Really a very elegant, magnificent car. English Talbot.
All the way here from Talbot.
Third and fourth at Le Mans, behind the Bentleys. Alfa Romeo.
His various pursuits.
This car has a Mussolini background.
And this was one of the automotive dalliances.
A Mille Miglia car at 1936. Delahaye.
Good afternoon. And welcome, Peter and Bob. Great to see you here.
Absolutely sensational car.
Now this car, listen to the sound.
12-cylinder engine, V12 Delahaye.
By the way, of the four cars that were built, relatively
235
unknown
BMW.
The iconic 328 and 327 models of the 1930s. But in fact,
Chrysler Town and Country.
Words of our Judge Winston Goodfellow, this thing rocks. The Town and Country model. The advertising suggested that this was a car that was full of girls. I'm not quite sure what that's
fantastic car.
And then the shots of it in the country, very naturally, had
Looking good.
the car with real strength as the
Barrel bag.
advertising went. 1750 Grand Sport Coupe by Ville.
This car is a real winner.
On Alfa Romeo chassis. It's a car which is...
The judges seem to concur that this car is pretty exciting.
Now
listen to that engine again. Great car. Great car. 1935 was on.
It's a Voisin, and it's driven by that great fancier of Voisin's, René Ray from Swing. Perfect title for something quite so streamlined. Look at the hinges that extend the whole length of the body rather than just having one above and one below. It's like if Jules Verne had designed cars, this is the sort of car that he would design. Now I'm going to ask Hideo Kodama.
It's winning the FIV Award for the best pre-war restoration.
Dal grande designer francese Voisin
Aerodine. Fantastic car. Aston Martin 1939 C-type model.
Large, heavy, luxurious. Grazie, perfetto, grazie Giuseppe. The body from the Aston Martin.
Aston
In fact, here with me we have none other than Ulrich Betz, so I'm going to hand over to him. This car is brought, I'll try and not massacre the pronunciation, by Karol Pavlu, all the way from Slovakia.
The future of the past. It's really a very sad, symbolic cars, streamlined and aerodynamic. Really at its best.
The JLP, the head of the
Wow, there's a big trophy being
wins the award for having come the furthest by road.
Come the furthest by road. All the way from Slovakia. Yay! Wow, it is really an interesting car.
Now you know how I said before that was unusual to see this. V2 Sagita.
The Gaeta.
Wow. Now I'm going to hand Stefano shared with me
Unique car.
a little bit about this car, but I'm going to let him know that.
The Sagita.
Was a driver for the rocket wagon of Mr. Opel before the war. But the car with a Volkswagen chassis, aerodynamic profile, this extreme skill in profilation. That was developed, I think, around 43.
You can tell the VW origins when you hit the engine starter. What an extraordinary looking car. Driven
Maserati.
today by Luciano Nicoli's daughter Sylvia. Now this car was entered by Luciano Nicolis, who built us on
Representing the Nichols Museum.
Sylvia Nicolis in the passenger seat of the car here today. A6 1500 Green Berlinetta for the first time since its restoration. Right here for Thank you very much.
Oh, we got a motorcycle here.
Smell that wonderful smell of the oil that's running on. That's just a little interlude to remind us that tomorrow there is a motorcycle concours from, I believe, 11 until 12 o'clock at good afternoon. Here's the BMW executive.
Microcars, they're going on through too. They're for tomorrow.
Over at Ville Esta.
Argentina. Abarth.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Before you know it, Porsche 550.
Now this car was the first bespoke competition car built by Porsche.
Which are significant on this car. First, the design cues you see here were the first cues which we...
And we got the Moretti.
Greece, another faithful supporter of the Concorso elegance. Here at Ville Esta, with your entire family. It's a good thing it's not a very long parade. She was quite an extraordinary
Great little
character.
car.
Elizabeth Haskell, she was...
He had 500 Zagato. Abarth.
Now if you thought that was small, here we go one better. That's perfect. Thank you very much. Giro Cosata, il primo GTO, and it's 1963. Grazie, 1963. Ernesto Maserati, who was the current owner's father, took over from 1950.
Yes, and now we are changing the class again. We are going
Kenneth Road all the way to the USA with his Ferrari 212 Inter Cabriolet. Good afternoon. Kenneth, good to see. I'd not even heard of Ferrari. It wasn't the household name that it is today. And another car with an illustrious history, because in this very car, the film director Roberto Rossellini took off on his honeymoon to actress Ingrid Bergman from Rome back in 1953. Porsche brand. That's great, thank you very much. Let's stop at that. Of course, designed by Professor Porsche. Started there where I thought we might have to have the jury quickly. Thankfully, disaster not only were the FIA scrutineers reaching for their rule books to see if upward opening doors were indeed legal in the racing rules, but Max Hoffman was also grabbing the telephone to the figures.
Sensational.
Mercedes-Benz to put the 300 SL Goldwing into production, way down to the bottom of the car, otherwise it would compromise
Sensational
the
car.
sort of design.
Special prize.
Le dessin, le visite comique, le prix Franken Romari qui vient d'être donné par Madame Franken. And the handbrake works with Franken Ferrari. Being shown in Europe the first racing cars,
Maserati.
we have to start selling cars to the public. And this is one of the first examples of that philosophy. It's a Maserati 86G 2000 cars for the track. Very
Maserati.
expensive cars that the gentleman drive. The Bianco collection before being completely restored by Giuseppe Candini, one of the greatest Maserati experts. If there was a prize for the best moustache, you would most definitely win it. Wow! Looks great in black as well, I have to say.
We are in class F,
Ferrari.
which is 250 Dynasty.
250 GTO, which I'm sure all of you know, celebrates its 50th birthday, and their little nacelles in the front wings. You've got to see the interior of this car. It's an absolute work of art with to building road cars in order to stay afloat financially. Comes a little bit further as well. He was of course much more interested in the racing cars, and he would famously say to col padiglione in un altro tono, una macchina di grande, flown here all the way from Beverly Hills. I have to say, it may look good in Beverly Hills, but it looked good. And he said to me, I remember this car, I remember the man that we built this car for. Good to see you, bro. Dig on a little bit further. get out of the car, a Ferrari 250 GT California Spider. Okay, well I'm not an music expert, so I'm allowed one mistake.
250 short wheelbase.
I think it's one of the greatest Pininfarina designs. The whole car doesn't have any.
That's quite praise indeed coming from Lorenzo Macciotti. Now we're going to go quite a fan club.
This is up close and personal here.
And so Ferrari, rather than replacing Peter Calico, good afternoon,
Ferrari Super America.
Peter, who of course is the former chairman of the Metropolitan Transport Authority in New York. Always good to see you. Now we said how the Ferrari Super America was the car that was the Maserati 5000 GT by Alemano.
Lancia.
Oh sorry, it was Joe Walsh, for instance, telling me that's the name of the singer, and it was actually 185.
Here's Tom Sharda representing the car. He
As
designed.
holiday homework goes, that's not too bad, Tom. Congratulations. Interamente restaurata, che ha percorso solo 15.000 km in tutta la sua vita. This car never before, when they were putting this car together, this mule, or muletto as the Italians call them, that some 45 years later, what was at the time merely a development hack, would be
Ferrari
creating
Daytona prototype.
in front of it. It's the only Ferrari with that specific type of engine.
Yep. See the Daytona rear. Mira, Lamborghini. Bamboni, the chief test driver for Lamborghinis, driving it. Valentino Balboni.
Raccontaci la storia della Miura SVJ. Valentino, grazie Pietro. And just listen to that V12.
Oh, speaking of Lamborghini, Countach.
Now you know the story, saw the prototype there.
This is one of my favorite cars. And up goes the door. What a car.
I hope there were a lot of wealthy Americans going on holiday in Haiti in that period.
What a car.
This car, because this car is winning the prize for the most exciting design.
Most exciting design.
By Auto Design, and the prize
Got a trophy.
sadly, when I was old enough to
12 cylinders. (1947) Alfa Romeo.
Now, can you find from Germany?
Bentley.
Vediamo se adesso la Bentley R-Type del 1950. Is it called the Continental? It's because
Bentley
in
Continental.
the popular mind in those days, nothing could be more glamorous than continental travel, which might give you a clue to who owns the car. Now, sadly, he's not able to be with us this afternoon. He was here this morning, but he's unfortunately had to go down to
Sir
America.
Anthony Bamford's
It's about to be converted
original Bentley.
to left-hand drive. Probably somewhere below Bentley, above Jaguar. The head of Jaguar complaining to me now.
Well, you got the Jaguar running. Listen to that. Sounds a lot better than it did yesterday.
Here is the first we designed
Big
the car
awards.
and turned it into a Le Mans winner. William Lyons, the boss of Jaguar, was absolutely more than capable of handling a Jaguar detail. Thank you very much. Grazie.
Now we got an Aston Martin. These are Le Mans cars.
That's right, that I should ask Charles March to.
Whoa!
Wow!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Hi, Charlie. Hi there. Now,
GTO.
Charlie.
Nick Mason, who owns one of these GTOs, talking about the car.
Thank you very much. Nick Mason, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie Nearberg, Karen sitting there, breathing low. Those are the three letters on the telegram from Ferrari, when the homologation came in, Ferrari got away with it with Grazie Max.
Wow.
Ferrari got away with it.
250 LM now.
Tried forward and said, no way is
Said
the GTO
250
legal.
GTO.
By that stage, the homologation race in the GT category. The FIA stewards took a long look at the car and they said, well, the 3.3 next.
Only 32 of these have been built.
Ferrari thought that by calling it 250, I love it. Changed his mind at the last minute, and Mr. Ford went off in a huff and said, right, thank you,
GT40.
everyday car. Now, there was a great advert in the 1960s in English motoring magazines, and it was headlined, would you let your daughter marry a man who drives a Ford?
Sensitive Restoration Award.
Now we've had some spectacular cars at Ville Esta this year, but this has to be one of the best.
Porsche 917 coming on.
That is, by the late 1960s, Porsche were ready to finally challenge Ferrari for overall dominance, hence the blue and marigold colours that Golf ran their cars under. And this particular car,
Pedro Rodriguez Daytona, used in the movie Le Mans.
put away and
This was bought for £9,000 from the Porsche factory.
question is,
Oh, they're going to have a push start.
gentlemen, I definitely would move in front of there if I were you.
It did, made it. Here comes the turbo BMW. Sensational car.
Don't stop. Very little bit about it.
Fabulous car.
First is a first and only prototype car that we built item for that. And so in 1972 we had built a car that is absolutely that was coming out of that
Great, Ralph Rodebetter, I love this car. If you get a chance, do have a look at the inside of this too. It's got the BMW Turbo from the BMW Museum, driven by Ralph Rodebetter. This is Franklin.
And we get prototypes coming. Here's the BMW.
Now tomorrow we have the bubble cars training in the morning.
Concept car of BMW. This is the director of styling for BMW.
Before tomorrow, just to give you
With Zagato. Andrea Zagato.
Good afternoon, Adrian. Good afternoon, Andrea. Good afternoon, Simon. What have you brought to show us?
Well, we brought a prototype, a one-off, which I think BMW is working together with Zagato, and this is the BMW Zagato Coupe.
So this is a car in the traditional coach building mold of a thoroughbred chassis with an Italian bellissimo.
Ciao Simon, e sono orgogliosissimo. Poi mio padre mi diceva macchine compatte, da guidare vicino alle ruote posteriori. Questo si dice c'è altro.
Sounds good.
Now, this is the most important part of today. This is the moment, the lead Rolls Royce.
This is the car. Public choice. Rolls Royce. That wasn't the public choice. This Alfa Romeo is. That was just the lead car, and here it is, with the French body. Gotcha. There's the award being given.
As David says, what a fitting way to make its European debut. This is
qui insieme a voi oggi e vi ringrazio per la possibilità di aver vinto questo magnifico trofeo.
And the award is given to this really great Alfa Romeo. Entrance of Villa Erba on Sunday morning. Waiting for the cars to come in, and look what's here first. Going the opposite direction in a traffic circle. Electric Lexus. Hey, that's kind of neat. Electric Lexus. Making no sound. Looking very nice. Okay, we're ready for the first car, and here it is, an Alfa Romeo. It's a Sunday morning. We have the fountains this morning, makes everything look elegant. And they're featuring old motorcycles as well at this event, so that's maybe one of them. I lost the place, and there he goes. Here's the little Albarth. She's Italian. He caught the message. Maserati this morning. Look at the Ferrari prototype, I mean the Daytona prototype. Maserati. And here's that Ferrari with the luggage and all that. And the Porsche. Whoa! Wow! BMW. Mercedes 540. Beautiful car. Now we have the Voisin. Going. Alfa Romeo. And we have a Luzzo Ferrari. Ford Spider, Ford GT40, and the Ferraris. Spider. BMW 504. Zagato Ferrari. The Aston Martin. Now here's this Croatian group design. And here's the Fiat 500 Albarth. Alright, they got the Jaguar running this morning. Rolls Royce. Vendley. That was a Ferrari before. Elegance. He's going on down. Rolls Royce. We're on the Villa Urba grounds now, and there's a very elaborate motorcycle display and micro cars. It's an outstanding display of micro cars. This is an NSU Fiat 500 station wagon, I guess you could call it. And you have the Messerschmitt and the NSU. Many I can't pronounce the names. This is a Krolbuff. And of course the Fiat 500. And the Bianchina next to it. Messerschmitt and a Morris Mini. And a Champion. And now out in front of the Ville Esta are prize shots to be taken. We'll get back to the Minis in a while. Pretty outstanding, classic location, Ville Esta. Yes, classic Ville Esta. Bella. And the cars are gathering on the lawn, the Concorso cars that is, early this morning. Aston Martin. Positioning the cars for a docile running car. All kinds of displays. I think this is a Zagato display. That's an Aston Martin, and you've got a very early Alfa Romeo, and then this is a rather new Bentley. Zagato. Now we're near Germany, right? A BMW here, right? This is a beer distributor. You know, like a pub. Where's the beer? The beer is in the back seat. Clever? Love it. We're sort of jumping all over the place because it's a great way to get scenes without the crowds, because they're going to be here. Ferraris. Delahaye. 12-cylinder. Good morning. Chaperone body. How's this? There's a line for photo ops, and the GTO is right behind the Chrysler barrel bag. Yeah, they all get privilege. Okay, next photo op. Get it lined up now. Another photo op with the mirror in the front and the Croatian car in the back. Lamborghini. And the Rolls Royce comes in all of its grandness. Maserati, the People's Choice Award winner from yesterday, in front of the Ville Esta. This car has a very high probability of being best of show. I'm venturing a little here. The show is very spread out this year. They've got the concept cars in one area and other cars in others. This Giugiaro car is really, really unusual in all aspects. Of course, you got the boombox here, and this is a Rinspeed smart car. Yeah, it's a boombox, all right. After the photo shoot on the other side of the villa, why they come by here. Here's that Alfa Romeo with the French body. It's quite a nice car. This car has more mechanical sound. Not sounding well. Wonderful lighting this morning on the Ferraris.
So you saw the end of Manchester production.
Yes, the 917 is arriving. Quietly located under the trees are two of the noisiest cars here. Also probably the fastest. Really wonderful display of smaller race cars. Lake Como on the right, the display field in the foreground, Ville Esta in the background, and all the cars. One of the really unusual cars here. It's the Tatra. We said yesterday the personality of this car is in the rear. And to show that even clearer, a restored car and inside a car. Great display. When we talk about the microcars, well, here's a little photo op going around. Elegant lighting on elegant cars. And that's pretty elegant too, this Mercedes. We started with the microcars this morning. Going to come back to it. Ville Esta. Well, that was a nice set a moment ago, so is this. A little different window configuration. Multiple Fiat, and the Fiat station wagon, and something strange. A Henkel and a Renault. A Janus, and I think you're going to understand. Klein's forget it. Funny, I always thought this was a Messerschmitt, but it is not. No, it's an FMR. Lots and lots and lots of them. A lot of innovation. And many just as interesting from the rear as from the front. Cite this example. This is very reminiscent of the bumper cars you see in fun houses. It's a Spatz, but it's a Victoria model. Staying on the rears of some of these cars. So I kind of made fun of this car, but this has probably got the most legroom. They're dancing the babies. And the boat activity is very active on the lake this morning. As a matter of fact, the ferry activity is really big. This is a fabulous place, Lake Como. Looking up lake now. Never to forget that we are here for a car show at Ville Esta. A really classy car show. The Ville Esta. Now we're going to have a motorcycle. They have this motorcycle show here, and this is going to be a review.
Allora vorrei anche far dare ufficialmente l'annuncio di benvenuto, poi io spiegherò tutti i dettagli e con un altro applauso vorrei
of motorcycle history, of the past, the present, and I think we have seen also some motorcycles of the future. From this exclusive
di ogni epoca vengono conosciute anche da un pubblico che è in 16 leader in tutto il mondo, per cui devo dire una presenza forte, importante, imponente, che si evince credo anche dalla perfetta
una delicatezza nell'utilizzarla. Queste sono le
BMW
tre
hybrid. This is extraordinary.
The winner. Are we ready? Carlo
sul color scofier e in virtù della sua
Is here Michael Paula? Mr. Paula.
Needless to say, the small cars, micro cars, draw a very large crowd. Well, the beer car is starting to sell a lot more beer, but the crowd is enormous with the Concorso cars. But I call your attention to these enormous trees that are here at Ville Esta. The word microcar fits. Now that's more appropriate. A Chayo. That may be small there in the background, but this one is mini micro. The BMW display in the rotunda here at Ville Esta is really spectacular. And it's done in a race car theme, as you can see, the green with the paddock and the paved look. It's really very well done. This is a McLaren, okay, with a BMW engine in it. 1996. It goes from the contemporary, and you see a lot of that. Oh, and remember the 2002, because that's the car that got BM's toehold in the United States. And the car's got a little hotter and a little faster. And of course the M1 was really a successful car. And of course the 1999, the V12, and that was particularly for Le Mans. There are more air nuances on this newer BMW than you could possibly imagine. Front wheels, the sides, everything. And then look at the wing. Yes, the newer world brings considerable changes. Motorcycles in the history. BMW is well known. Starting with a sidecar bike. And a lightweight sidecar from the other side. 1975, what they call a super bike. And 2012, and of course, speed record bike. This record bike is simplicity and beauty. Really outstanding. Ville Esta on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and the motorcycle display is marvelous. Nice pavilion they've created for them, even the newer ones. And look at this BMW. This is well worth studying. Unbelievable. This is a Ducati. It's pretty impressive too. Now here's an Augusta with still the clay modeling showing. And here's a Husqvarna called a Moab off-road bike. And lastly, a Vespa scooter. All kinds of competition bikes. But here is a hill climber, Ducati, Nembo Super, and obviously some of the older bikes. This is a Norton Rotary and a Wohler, and just a whole lot more. One long look at the micro cars again. This Rolls Royce has stood here this morning alone, but they put a little micro car next to it.
Please. Yeah.
Ville Esta. And for a little entertainment and humor, we are on a lake, so why not take your car on the water? One can say the popularity of this show is easily understood. The scene continues. That's the Copa de Oro award that it gets for the Public Choice Award given yesterday. It's Monday morning. The show is over. But we have a winner. As a matter of fact, a triple winner. Alfa Romeo with a Fagoni body. Best of show and best by popular choice.